Sports betting has taken the state by storm since it was legalized in North Carolina less than a year ago. But as billions of dollars in wagers have been placed, some worry about the impacts it has on mental and financial well-being.
Especially as what could be the biggest betting night is just a few days away. Fox 8's Michael Hennessy has more.
Sports bettors took in billions of dollars in winnings in North Carolina last year.
It's electric, man.
And if they won enough, they'll be reporting them for their taxes for the first time.
You know, it's a rush, it's a thrill.
But some experts worry it's taxing people in other ways.
I won a $1,500 parlay off of $10. It was 150 to 1 odds.
Austin Pegg's been placing bets since it became legal in the state.
Biggest loss was probably a $500 parlay.
Today he has multiple books downloaded right there on his phone.
I have FanDuel, I have DraftKings, I have Bet365, MGM, I have Caesars, and I have Fanatics.
If he likes a player or a team on any given day, he'll shop the lines from app to app to find what he thinks will hit.
Mathematical strategies, plus, estimated value, plus expected value, that type of stuff.
He has a group of friends, new and old, and sees sports betting not only as a way to make a profit, but a way to enhance those relationships.
We're in group chats together, we watch games together, we, share bets with each other.
And he maintains he'd be able to simply watch a game with no skin in it should he get into a bad spot.
I would stop when it became a problem as far as putting myself into debt.
The online sports gaming now has just gone almost completely out of control.
John Petrocelli, professor of psychology at Wake Forest University, is watching too.
Their irrational overconfidence.
He says sports betting is so addictive because of a bettor's notion they know what's going to happen.
When people are 90 to 100% confident in their predictions, they're usually only about 60 or 70% accurate.
He says there's a tendency to feel hindsight bias. I knew it all along. Or that someone has a hot hand should they win several bets.
Then you can also endorse gambler's fallacy. So I've lost the last 4 hands of blackjack. Now I'm due to win.
That electric feeling Peg describes, it's the release of dopamine, naturally occurring during pleasurable or rewarding activities.
What a gambling win often does is it creates these spikes in dopamine activity.
And that can make a person less sensitive to those normal releases.
This type of outcome is associated with depression and susceptibility to anxiety disorders.
Both men acknowledge the constant marketing of the apps.
I don't like how they show odds at the beginning of the games, during halftime.
The marketing that surrounds this sort of industry is very successful.
And as a potential addiction grows, the desire for that winning feeling gets stronger, often leading to bigger bets, and many times, bigger losses.
My personal philosophy is you can never bet more than you're okay with losing.
And what people find a lot of times, though, is that they're just like one-off, right? Just like the casino games, right? So all of the losses are a near win. And this is the type of thing that keeps people kind of coming back.
It's a topic researchers are going to continue to study. And in a world where the big wins are publicized for all to see, they won't have to look far.
For any one individual, I mean, the chances of consistently sort of making it big in sports betting is, I think you probably have a better chance of winning the Powerball.
Michael Hennessy, Fox 8 News.
The American Gaming Association says a record 68 million adults bet on the Super Bowl last year. That is expected to grow this year.